live at the Rocklin Library celebrating Ernest Hemingway.
That is right. Yes, good morning from Rocklin, and this really is so fascinating. The story of Ernest Hemingway. By the way, I found out a fun fact earlier. 23 suitcases Ernest Hemingway carried with him to go to Italy. 23 suitcases because he had that many books and also some suits that he needed to put in those suitcases as well. But this was a man who left a giant legacy on our history in America when it comes to literature. So we've got Tony here, who is the senior librarian with the Rocklin Public Library. There's an exhibit going on featuring all things Ernest Hemingway. So let's just talk about who Ernest Hemingway was.
Well, Ernest Hemingway was an American author, and he was really a progenitor of Mark Twain, and he's an accessible writer, and we really enjoy his works. We still have them in the library. We're still enjoying him. There are many authors that are still being influenced by in writing things.
Absolutely. So would have been celebrating 120th birthday, and this was a man who wrote about a lot of things in his own life, a lot of his own experiences. Right.
Yeah, he's a really interesting person, and he had a very exciting life all over Europe. He was in Cuba. I know that he had a cabin in northern Michigan that I visited once, and where he was. So he was a hunter and a woodsman. But one of my favorite pictures of Hemingway is a cartoon of him with his rough hand holding a rose. And that says a lot about the delicacy of his work and his ability to connect with America.
Absolutely. And so here at the library, they are going to have a lot of the books out on display for the month because they want to be able to really share his work and all of the different stories that he was able to write with the rest of all of you. And I want to come over to Sherry, because Sherry is somebody who has been in charge of putting together some of the events that feature Ernest Hemingway here at the Rocklin Public Library and also throughout the region. So Sherry, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, what are some of the big things coming up that people can come take advantage of?
Well, we have the display here in Rocklin until the end of March. In March and April, also at the Auburn Library in the Beecher Room, there'll be 20 of the Hemingway pictures. We'll also have the pictures at the General Gomez Arts Gallery in downtown Auburn. They'll be there from April 2nd to April 24th. And about halfway through, on April 12th, we'll be having a reception, and we might just have some birthday cake there, since the whole thing is to commemorate the 120th birthday of Ernest Hemingway. And then later in the summer, the photos will be at the City Hall. And then in September, during harvest time, they'll be at the Niger Winery.
Wow. Okay, so a lot going on.
A lot, yes.
Well, thank you so much, Sherry. Thanks for having us out. So, yeah, so all these photos really show Ernest Hemingway from at the time where he was going through a lot of these moments of his life, when he was in the war, when he got injured in the war, when he met the love of his life, and a lot of the stories he's written are based on some of the pictures that are on this wall here at the Public Library in Rocklin. So it's a great rainy day activity. Come take the family and enjoy a little bit of Ernest Hemingway.
Yes.
Back to you.
Literary genius.
He was quite the character, that is for sure.
You know, he had a bar named after him in Paris, the Hemingway bar. We went just so that we could say we